Hey Ron, what do you want to rip today?
Throwback Thursday.
All right, thank you for joining the Rip and Ryan channel. Tonight we're going back to 1992. We're going to open some 1992 tops for
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday. I think some of the best rookie cards in here you can find, I think, is Manny Ramirez, maybe Jim Tomei, several Hall of Famers. That's what we're looking for, really, is Hall of Famer cards. Maybe some Topps Gold. You look here, it says, Topps Match the Stats Game. Win a $100,000 card show buying spree. Could you imagine winning a $100,000 card show buying spree back then? Anyway, so we've got 3 packs of 92 Topps. We picked them up for $2.50 each at our local hobby shop. Let's see if we can get some good Hall of Famers. All right, Ryan, ready to open these?
Yep.
All right.
No gum, right?
No, they did not put gum in 1992 Topps.
Yes. I don't want to eat it.
1991 was the last year I think they put it in.
I don't want to go through the horrors again.
I did like these cards from 1992 where they put the stadium on the back. I remember that. They put all the stadiums where, so Daryl Boston, he played for the Mets. And there's Shea Stadium on the back. I did like that. I remember that now. Oh, I remember this scratch off. I could never win at this scratch off. I think I finally won at 1, but I opened so many packs of this and I never could win it. I forgot what you have to do. You have to scratch off to win the prize. Begin scratching spots below. Get 3 stats to match winning stat at right before you get an out.
Can we still check or cash these in?
No, I don't think so. I'd have to maybe break out a magnifying glass to see when it expired. I'm sure it has an expiration date. They just don't want people turning these in 50 years later. I wonder if anybody ever won that $100,000 to a card shopping card show spree.
What if we win it right here?
Yeah, there you go. There's your 3 packs.
Can we just scratch them?
And we can later. I'm not going to do it on. Just put those off the side. Yeah. Alfredo Griffin, Dan Plesac. He was a left-handed pitcher. I remember him. Who's that? Bob Kipper. Yeah, I don't remember him.
No clue.
Lance Parrish. He was catcher for the Phillies for several years. Yep. There's Phillies. Tigers, most notably, actually. Rich Rodriguez, Mike Sharperson. Darren Lewis had a decent career. Mike Devereaux. Look at that. Who's that? That's a manager card. I always disliked getting manager cards. Jeff Torborg. Rick Honeycutt. Braulio Castillo. Harvey Pulliam. Brian Barber. I think he actually went to maybe the Marlins, actually, I may be thinking of Brett Barbary, actually. Bud Black, he once pitched a no-hitter, but he didn't have great stats, but he did pitch a no-hitter. He ended up winning close to 100 games.
I have no clue who any of these are.
Mike Bielecki, he pitched for the Cubs for a little bit. Yep, Cubs 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons at the Cubs. I remember him. Joe Oliver.
Bobby Witt.
Todd Van Poppel. Oh, my gosh. When this guy came out and was drafted, he was supposed to be like the next Nolan Ryan. They paid him buku bucks, a ton of bonus money to sign so he wouldn't go to college, and everybody wanted his cards. And then he ended up having elbow problems and he just fizzled out. He had a decent career when he switched from being a starter to a reliever, but he just never delivered on the hype that was promised.
Witt.
Yep, so that's Bobby Witt Jr.'s dad. Seth Landrum.
I know this is crazy, but I don't know any of the Cubs players.
Chico Walker. Well, you'll know some of them when you see Chico Walker. I actually remember having the winner, the gold from that winner, this game here. The 101, Chico Walker was one of the ones I got back. Because it says...
Wait, did you sell it?
No, I still have it somewhere buried in a box somewhere. But it said all this would be in gold, and then if you actually won this, you turned it in, you got, I think, 10 gold cards back that said winner on them. So it's actually really hard to get. Who's that?
Wasn't
Steve Foster?
Was it like a 101 or something?
No.
Oh yeah, they didn't have no good cards.
Mike Mussina. Okay, there's a first Hall of Famer. And I finally got a Hall of Famer. Curt Schilling should be in the Hall of Fame. I think he will be in the Hall of Fame eventually. If not for his politics, I think he would be in the Hall of Fame already. Glenn Braggs, Junior Ortiz, Mike Stanton, pitched for many, many years. The bullpen for the Braves. Chris Donnells.
Who is that?
Jeff Ware's a draft pick. Not the draft pick we want. Bo Jackson? Okay, well, he's not in the Hall of Fame, but you've heard of Bo Jackson, obviously, right? So you know Bo Jackson, he played baseball and football. And he hurt his hip playing football, and he was never the same. But he actually had hip replacement surgery and then came back and played some baseball. But they thought his career was over with, but he actually came back and played for a few years after that hip replacement surgery. Let's see, Chuck Krim, Wade Boggs. All right, so that's our second Hall of Famer. There we go. See if we can get one more maybe. Chris Hoyles, Denny Martinez, Calvin Reese, Monty Ferris, Frank Thomas. I used to love this card. I think that's a nice card.
Is that a Hall of Famer?
Big Hurt. Yep. Frank Thomas is in the Hall of Fame. Yep. Sid Fernandez, Alan Anderson, Matt Williams is in the Hall of Very Good. He's not going to be in the Hall of Fame, but he was definitely in the Hall of Very Good.
Why not?
Yeah, Frame. Yeah, why not what?
Why isn't he going to be in the Hall of Fame?
He doesn't have the stats. But he's in the Hall of Very Good. Kind of like Don Mattingly with just his hitting. A lot of people think that he'll be in the Hall of Fame eventually, but Matt Williams was not on the level of Don Mattingly. I'm not trying to say that, but he had very good stats, just not Hall of Fame stats. And then he probably would have actually won the home run title one year had they not had a strike shortened season. But yeah, he was very good.
Wait, a what shortened season?
Strike shortened season.
What's that mean?
When the Major League Players Association and the owners can't agree on a collective bargaining agreement, they basically go on strike. So there's a lot of speculation that Major League Baseball will have a strike next year because the owners want to install a salary cap, and you can obviously, if you're a player, you don't want a salary cap. You don't want the owner to basically say how much you can and can't make. They don't want to cap you, right? So probably going to have a strike next year, actually. But it's no fun when Major League Baseball goes on strike. We all lose. we love to watch baseball, but if they're not playing, then we got to watch reruns, which we're... Did you have fun looking at all these old cards?
Yeah.
For Throwback Thursday? I like these for $2.50. We got some recap just real quick. We got the Big Hurt. We got an all-star card of Wade Boggs. And then Mike Mussina. Moose. I used to like him a lot as a pitcher as well. All right. Well, I'm glad you had fun looking at these old cards. And I know you didn't know any of the Cubs that you saw, but they're definitely in there. But I don't
like two players.
You knew like two players? Who?
Wade Boggs and Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas? Yeah. All right. Well, like, comment, subscribe. Come back often as we upload daily. Good luck ripping, and we'll catch you on the next one.